Eleonora Church in Stockholm, the Lutheran pastor spun Avicii tunes in a makeshift DJ booth in front of a standing room-only crowd. Photographs of Avicii, born Tim Berglund in Sweden, were on the altar. He died of an apparent suicide in Oman in April at the age of 28. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Ready to create your own income with your own home-based business where there's no such thing as getting laid off? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. GoHereNext.com. Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. Get the facts now. GoHereNext.com.
Now at Wendy's, any size fry, just $1. Any fry, $1 at Wendy's.
Now there's a fast, convenient way to address your health and run errands. The Clinic at Walmart, operated by TJ Health Partners, located on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Affordable and convenient, the clinic provides quality care for many health issues from healthcare professionals you already know and trust. We're open 7 days a week and most evenings to accommodate the hardworking people of South Central Kentucky. Walk-ins are welcome, so pay us a visit the next time you're at Walmart.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
7 minutes after 6 o'clock at WCLU, waking up with 39 degrees, a wee bit on the chilly side out there. We'll check in with Ken Boone just in a minute and get a handle on the Thanksgiving Day weather forecast. We got to kind of get together and share some birthday greetings as we get this Tuesday morning started off on the right foot today here at WCLU. How about Jenny Turner with a birthday today? Miss Candace Steen celebrates. Stacy Avery. Rochelle Larimore. Happy birthday to Rochelle Larimore today. It's Albert Dilly's birthday. Julia Curd. Dr. John Rigney. Chris Combs. Shyla Houchins is 12. Braden Houchins is 12. Those two folks are cousins. Braden and Shyla, cousins, both turning 12 today. How about that? Jenny Basham with a birthday. William Drew McEwen is celebrating. Charlie Jackson. Charlie is 10 today. It's also the 23rd birthday of Taylor Moorhead today. Carolyn Deckard celebrates a birthday today, too. And we have Stephen and Stephanie Keys with a wedding anniversary. 651-9149. 800-956-1023. Online, here we are, WCLUradio.com this morning at 39 degrees, 6:08. Ken Boone, where are we going with all this?
Colder for us here today, then a little milder as we head through our Thanksgiving holiday. Clouds here this morning, but they'll break up and give way to some sunshine as we head through the afternoon. High temperatures today only in the low to mid-40s. That's 10-plus degrees below average. Clear skies cold tonight. Temperatures drop down into the mid-20s. Sunshine tomorrow, not as cool, low 50s. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny skies in mid-50s. Cloudy in mid-50s Friday, showers for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. We've had .01 of the rain gauge. Yesterday, sprinkles, 1/100th of an inch of rain. Northwest winds at 7 miles an hour. 92% humidity. 3016 is the pressure. 39 as our feet hit the floor. Stand by for Wes Royce and local news straight ahead.
Have you considered what Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's go.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. The Glasgow Police Department responded to Cedar Street in reference to a male subject at a residence there who had been shot in the leg. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the victim on the scene and discovered that he had been shot in the leg with a 12-gauge shotgun. The perpetrator was also on the scene upon officers' arrival and was taken into custody for questioning in reference to the incident. At this time, the investigation is still ongoing, but after speaking with all parties involved, it is currently considered as an accidental discharge of a firearm that took place during a disagreement of two friends. The victim in the incident was treated on the scene by Barron Metcalf EMS and the Glasgow Fire Department before being flown out by Air Methods for further medical treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. The Glasgow Police Department will send additional updates as information develops in this case. Joseph Paul Hester, age 50, of Oakland, was arrested Sunday morning on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and public intoxication of a controlled substance, as well as Tanya Stinson, age 44, of Munfordville, on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first offense methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and public intoxication of a controlled substance. Officer Wesley Hicks of the Glasgow Police Department made the arrest after being dispatched to the Houch and Southgate Plaza in reference to a white truck with a flat tire attempting to drive. Officer Hicks observed both the driver and the passenger to have slurred speech and had difficulty keeping their eyes open due to there being cardboard on the passenger side window. Officer Hicks asked for the passenger to open the door, in which she did. Officer Hicks observed a bag with a syringe sitting on Stinson's lap. Officer Hicks removed the bag and discovered 5 syringes inside one with a clear substance suspected to be methamphetamine, a bag containing marijuana, a set of scales, a lighter, 4 marijuana cigarettes, and a pair of pliers. Officer Hicks was assisted by Officer Michael Bergen. Both Hester and Stinson were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. On Wednesday, November the 14th, Post 15 was notified of a prisoner who had escaped while being transported to an Adair County proceeding. Units from the KSP and Columbia Police Department responded to assist the Adair County Sheriff's Department in locating 25-year-old William Loy of Columbia, but were unsuccessful. On Sunday, November 18th, Trooper Clint Bell received information that the escapee was possibly armed and staying at a residence on Spring Street in Columbia. Trooper Bell, along with several other units, responded to the other residents and attempted to call Loy out on the PA. The homeowner gave consent to search, resulting in Loy being located hiding behind several mattresses. Loy was arrested and charged with escape, second degree, and resisting arrest. Loy was also lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission has approved a joint venture between Churchill Downs and Keeneland at a proposed $150 million racetrack near the Kentucky-Tennessee border. The commission on Friday approved the racetrack license on an 11-3 vote The project will be located in Oak Grove, which will include a gambling parlor with up to 1,500 historical horse racing machines. According to a news release, the joint venture will create nearly 400 full and part-time jobs as well as 800 temporary construction jobs. Churchill Downs will own 95% of the venture, and Keeneland will own 5%. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. More local news when we continue. Right now it's 39 degrees at 6:15 here in downtown Glasgow. Back after this.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50
In more local news at this hour, with large numbers of travelers expected to take to the skies and roads this holiday season, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet encourages license holders to check their card's expiration date to avoid delays at airport security checkpoints and possible citations on the road. Prior to air travel, Kentuckians should check the expiration date on their license, permit, or personal ID to make sure it's valid for both their departure and return dates. Identity credentials can be renewed up to 6 months before the listed expiration date by visiting the Circuit Court Clerk's office in the cardholder's county of residence. Identifying the expiration date now also helps cardholders interested in requesting a new voluntary travel ID, a real ID compliant Kentucky driver's license, permit, or personal ID acceptable for air travel and restricted facility entry, know whether their renewal windows occurs before federal enforcement begins on October the 1st of 2020. A phased statewide rollout of the new standard and voluntary travel ID will begin in early of next year and conclude in the spring. Once implementation begins, all first-time cardholder applications or those requesting a voluntary travel ID will need to present documentation. KYTC has launched the iDocument Guide, an online interactive tool on drive.ky.gov to help residents determine what documents they should gather before the rollout begins. The form guides visitors through a short series of questions to create a personalized list of documents to bring to the Circuit Court Clerk's office when applying for the card. The card will be received in the mail 5 to 10 business days later. Applicants requesting a new voluntary travel ID or first-time standard driver's license will need to present documentation providing identity such as a birth certificate, U.S. passport or permanent resident card, social security number such as a social security card or a W-2 form, and proof of residency such as a utility bill or lease, 2 proofs required for a voluntary travel ID. To renew a standard driver's license or personal ID, if no changes regarding personal information have taken place, applicants will only need to surrender their current license and take a new photo. Personal identification cards require the same verification documents as a license. The Kentucky State Police will begin accepting donations for their 9th annual Cram the Cruiser Holiday Food Drive November 21st, designed to provide non-perishable food items for families in need throughout the Commonwealth, and the campaign will start December the 10th. Collection sites for donations have been established at all Kentucky State Police 16 posts and 6 commercial vehicle enforcement region offices throughout the state, as well as the agency's headquarters in Frankfort. Visit the Kentucky State Police website at kentuckystatepolice.org for a listing of those locations. Suggested donations include non-expired canned fruit and vegetables, canned meat, macaroni and cheese, cereal, peanut butter, jelly, canned soups, chili or spaghetti sauce, brownie and cake mixes, coffee, water, powdered milk, and juices. The food will be distributed to local shelters, churches, or other organizations in the areas where they are collected. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Currently it is 39 degrees, 619 in downtown Glasgow. Up next, we'll hear more from around the Commonwealth and Kentucky News Network.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. The fate of an abortion law in Kentucky is in the hands of a federal judge after a trial wrapped up Monday over a lawsuit pitting Governor Matt Bevin's administration and the state's only abortion clinic. The suit challenges a law aimed at a common second trimester procedure to end pregnancies. An ACLU attorney representing the clinic says the law would essentially end abortion access for women 15 weeks into their pregnancy. Attorney General Andy Beshear files his 9th lawsuit addressing the opioid epidemic. The latest lawsuit, filed Monday in Hardin County Circuit Court, is against Arizona-based pharmaceutical company Insys Therapeutics.
They knew countless Kentuckians would become addicted and that countless Kentuckians would die. But they flooded this state with pills anyways.
Kentucky now leads the nation in the number of individual opioid lawsuits filed by an attorney general. A police pursuit in southeastern Kentucky sets a county record.
Knox County authorities started chasing a car after getting a tip about drug activity in Corbin. The driver, 34-year-old Marlon Johnson of Nashville, allegedly crashed through a gate, hit another car, and attempted to flee on foot. Inside his car, police found a backpack filled with 2 pounds of methamphetamine and a loaded gun. That makes it the largest meth bust in Knox County history. Johnson is now facing a list of charges, including drug trafficking. I'm Haley Hansen.
And the French government has awarded its highest honor to a 100-year-old Kentucky man who fought in World War II. Lieutenant Colonel William Pollard was awarded the French Legion of Honor on Monday during a ceremony at the Kentucky Capitol. Consul General of France Guillaume Lacroix pinned the medal on Pollard, calling him, quote, a true French hero. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Alabama, live in concert.
Song of the South.
Friday, December 7th, Rupp Arena, a historic night in Lexington, Kentucky for one night only.
My grandma,
Alabama, with Ricky Skaggs.
Stay country boy,
and the Kentucky Headhunters. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Presented by iHeartRadio.
Hi, I'm Ellie Clifford, and I'm thankful that my mom always makes us buckle up. It saved our lives. 3 years ago, me, my mom, my sister, and my friend were heading to church on a rainy day. Going around a curve, a car coming the other way hit us, and we went off the road and flipped over. It was scary, but thanks to our seat belts, all we got were a few bruises and scrapes. So give yourselves a chance to be thankful and wear your seat belts.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit SouthCentralKYMonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It is 24 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we have 39 degrees this morning as we get our start today. We'll check in with Ken Boone at the Weather Channel and get a handle on a cooler than normal Thanksgiving holiday that's coming up. In area funeral announcements this hour, Larry Porky Powell, age 59, of Beaumont, died today. Arrangements for Larry Porky Powell are incomplete at this hour, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Lenora G. Parrish, age 88, of Columbia, died Tuesday at her residence. She was a member of the Antioch United Methodist Church and is survived by her husband, Garen Parrish, a sister, Audra Campbell of Columbia, and several nieces and nephews, including her caregiver, Connie Scott of Columbia. Funeral services for Lenora G. Parrish will be at 11 o'clock Wednesday morning at the Stotts Phelps McCrary Funeral Home. Burial in the Antioch Cemetery. Visitation begins at 3 p.m. today. Elijah Daniel Troy Elmore III passed away Sunday. He is the infant son of Darrell Glenn Elmore Jr. and Christy K. McClellan. Besides his parents, he is survived by two brothers, Josie Whalen Elmore and Darrell Glenn Elmore III. Two sisters, Catherine Faith Elmore and Heavenly Grace Elmore. Paternal grandparents, Darrell Elmore Sr. and Martha Tucker. Maternal grandparents, Loretta Miller and the late James Darrell Miller. Several aunts and uncles, including Daniel Elmore. Funeral services for Elijah Daniel Troy Elmore will be Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins at 2 p.m. Wednesday at the funeral home. Donald Jr. Whitaker, age 61, of Bowling Green, died Sunday at Hospice House. His survivors include his sister, Patty Whitaker, two uncles, Kenneth Whitaker and Mitchell Whitaker, and several nieces and nephews. Service for Donald Jr. Whitaker will be at noon Wednesday at the Hardy & Son Bowling Green Chapel. Burial to be in the Bethel Cemetery. Visitation will be Wednesday from 10 until noon at the funeral home. Donations can be made to the Hardy & Son Funeral Home for funeral expenses. Ivel Saltzman, age 96, of Bee Spring, died Sunday at Genesis Edmondson Center. She was the devoted wife and helpmate to Brother Willard Saltzman, who preceded her in death. Ms. Saltzman was a homemaker and a member of the Bee Spring Missionary Baptist Church. She loved her family, her church, and fulfilled all the duties of a caring mother and preacher's wife. She is survived by two sons, Dickie Jean Saltzman of Bee Spring and Mickey Saltzman of South. Six daughters, Doris Ann Harrison of Lindsayville and Dula Van Stewart of South. Margie Marie Decker Litchfield, Willetta Mattingly Litchfield, and Kimberly McGuffey of Bee Spring, and Elena K. Saltzman of Elizabethtown. Two brothers, Jimmy Meredith of Lindsayville and Donald Ray Meredith of Brownsville. A sister, Onita Ashley of Lindsayville. 22 grandchildren, 43 great-grandchildren, and 18 great-great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Ivel Saltzman will be at 1 o'clock Wednesday at the Bee Spring Missionary Baptist Church. Interment is to be in the church cemetery. Visitation will be from 1 until 8 today at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel, and from 10 a.m. until 1 Wednesday at the church. Memorial contributions can be made to the Bee Spring Church Cemetery Fund. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online, WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Harvest is proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmers Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're gonna love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
TJ Sampson.
As temperatures begin to go down, warm up the Kentucky way with a nice glass of bourbon. Barren River Beverages has just been voted best liquor store with the best selection of beer and wine in Barren County. We specialize in over 300 unique and rare bourbons, plus a wide selection of wines and over 400 domestic and craft beers. Barren River Beverages is located off exit 14 of the Cumberland Parkway, offering weekly wine and bourbon tastings and a large selection of holiday gift-giving ideas. 1668 Burkesville Road in Glasgow. Good morning from WCLU. It's 6:29. We need to know how to dress today. And I think what we need to do is we need to get over here and check out the forecast. We've got Ken Boone on duty at the Weather Channel today to tell us that a little bit cooler than normal for the next couple of days.
Colder for us here today, then a little milder as we head through our Thanksgiving holiday. Clouds here this morning, but they'll break up and give way to some sunshine as we head through the afternoon. High temperatures today only in the low to mid-40s. That's 10-plus degrees below average. Cold tonight. Temperatures drop down into the mid-20s. Sunshine tomorrow, not as cool, low 50s. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny skies in mid-50s. Cloudy in mid-50s Friday. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Ken, the current conditions, a barometer is at 30.16, 92% humidity. Winds out of the northwest at 7 miles an hour, and we've had 1/100th of an inch of rain, 0.01 in the rain gauge in the past 24 hours, and things are quiet on the constant coverage and studio radar screen, just kind of a generally cloudy morning out there. 6:30, 39 degrees at WCLU.
Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total local care 24/7.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Last time you got your Ralphie on. What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Indeed, Ralphie's is a fun place to go and have a big time. I don't know why I'm so choked up today. Hang on. I guess I'm choked up just because it's the season to be a little bit choked up, but I think things are well around here. Let me tell you how well they are in the way of birthdays and anniversaries today on the 20th day of November. We have Jenny Turner having a birthday today. Candace Steen is celebrating. Stacy Avery, Rochelle Larimore, Albert Dilly, Julia Curd, Dr. John Rigney, Chris Combs, Shyla Houchins. Shyla is 12 today, and so is Shyla's cousin, Braden Houchins, turning 12 today. What about that? Jenny Basham, William Drew McEwen. It's Charlie Jackson's 10th birthday today. Taylor Moorhead is turning 23. Miss Carolyn Deckard has a birthday today, too. And it's the anniversary of Stephanie and Stephen Keys. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, it's a real easy click right here at WCLUradio.com. We have birthdays and anniversaries to share with you, and this is kind of one of the things that we do to enjoy being together around here. All right, I'm getting ready for the archives, learn about some of the things that got us where we are, and I'm going to go ahead and play the theme song to the archives so you can kind of get the feel of things here. It's 100 years of the good stuff. We call it the archives. It's just looking at decades past to explain some things around here. Some of the way it was, the way it was done, the way things were done, the way people enjoyed being together, and the way that they dealt with some of the problems. We'll explore all of that in the archives after this word from the folks who sponsor the archives. We're talking about Amedisys Home Health, and we're talking about Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Amedisys Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Amedisys Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
All right, here I'm getting so hung up talking to Sam Terry about things in the archives. I'm just going to go ahead and put him on live. Hey, Sam, how are you doing today?
Great. How are you, Henry?
I'm doing real good. This is the Wednesday edition of actually it's the Tuesday edition of the archives. I'm trying to get ahead of myself when I look ahead and try to make sure where we're going with the archives. But today is Tuesday, and boy, do we have 100 years worth of history to share with you today. You ready to roll?
Yes.
1918, 100 years ago, we continue to deal with the flu. 100 years ago, this was the headline of the Glasgow Times. All of the draft calls have been suspended by the Secretary of War, Mr. Baker. By order of President Wilson, Provost Marshal General Crowder, on the 11th, directed the cancellation of all outstanding draft calls, stopping the movement of 523,000 men. That's a lot of movement to bring to a halt at one time, wouldn't you say, Sam?
I would think so. Complete change of direction there.
Yeah, it's the Provost Marshal General Crowder. Sounds like some of the top brass was making these decisions in 1918.
It sounds like it. And, that news came just as the day before we learned that the graded school building that had been turned over to an effort to use as a hospital had come to an end. And there were 11 patients left at the school. So if we think back for regular listeners, most of Glasgow has been paralyzed for 2 months in 1918. The schools have been closed, and the graded school turned into a hospital. And the news had come that 11 patients were left, and they were going to get to go home pretty soon.
Well, they had whipped the beast, so to speak, but it took a while. It took everybody's effort, for sure. And we learned a lot about how to fight it through all of that, too, you know.
We did.
Big story here in 1928, Sam, the damage suit against Judge Joel R. Depp, the sheriff of Metcalfe County, for $20,000, filed by J.A. Melton, the administrator for his son Charlie Melton, who was killed a year ago when the sheriff was trying to effect his arrest, was tried at Edmonton last week and resulted in a verdict for the defendant. The killing occurred almost a year ago. Sheriff Depp was chasing young Melton to place him under arrest when he fell and the pistol that he was carrying exploded, the bullet string striking Charlie Melton, from the effects of which he died. Did you get all that? The man was running from the law. The law was chasing after him and fell. The gun discharged and killed the man he was chasing. So you can see that would have been an interesting case to follow in Metcalfe Court. You know any sidebars to that?
I don't, but there's an awful lot of information in that news clipping there.
Yeah, somebody covered it, gavel to gavel. In 1928, big news. 1938, I like this story. I'm not sure which archivist did this story, but I think it might be Ray Green, based on let me read the story right here. It's the school news from Holly Hill, Sam. In the fourth month of school, students with the highest grades were these. 8th grade was Marguerite Jones. 7th grade was Brent Jones. The 6th grade was Susan Jones. The 5th grade was Mildred Walden. The 4th grade, Jean Roger Johns. 3rd grade, Thomas Jones. 2nd grade, L.T. Jones. 1st grade, William Crabtree. That's one 1st grade A, and 1st grade B was Patty Jean Williams. Now, the archivist parenthetically puts here, Sam, shouldn't this article be entitled, Keeping Up with the Joneses?
I think that would be very appropriate.
Yeah.
Lots of success in the Jones family academic line there.
A lot of smart Joneses at Holly Hill. And that would be a good challenge to keep up with the Joneses out at Holly Hill. All of those excellent students there from the first 4 months of the school year in 1938. Good to see them getting a good education. 1948, we've got news that Mr. and Mrs. Wayne Furlong of Washington, D.C. have announced the arrival of a daughter. It's Bonnie Jean, born November the 14th. Now, Wayne is the son of Mr. and Ms. E.E. Chunk Furlong of Glasgow Route 1, and Mrs. Furlong was formerly Miss Louise Barr of Ontario, Canada. So there we have it, the Furlongs having a child. They live in Washington, D.C. now, and this young child's name is Bonnie Jean, 1948, Sam. Lots of celebration going on in a wide area of kinfolks, looks like, from Ontario through Washington down to Glasgow. 1958, the Barron County Ministerial Association this day held its annual Union Thanksgiving service at the Evangelical United Brethren Church on Lexington Drive. The pastor is Reverend Roscoe E. Plowman, who will direct the service. Special music provided by the First Methodist Church Choir in the charge of Mr. A.F. Crow, Jr. So there you have it. Several churches kicking in to make for a very nice Thanksgiving service. We got the minister from the EUB Church and the choir from the Methodist Church, community-wide. You like
and a long-standing tradition.
Yes, it is, and it's just a neat. Go ahead.
We just had that this past Sunday evening at a newer church in town, River Lake.
Okay.
So 60 years later, the tradition is continuing.
Some of these things, it takes a little work, but it's good to get it all to where it's continued, and people put effort into it. 1968 Cave City woman, Mrs. W.D. Eugenia Hicks Morrison, is now serving on the Kentucky Commission on Women. You know that's got to be pioneering, going all the way back to 1968, for Kentucky to have a commission on women, and a Cave City lady serving on that commission is I'm sure was very much an honor and the start of something big. 1968. The commission.
I think that was probably a great addition to the committee, except most people would probably associate Eugenia with Griderville rather than Cave City. and she's still been working on lots of good things in the community all these years later.
Yeah, well, it's good. It's Cave. I guess Cave City's kind of an address. Griderville's the real locale, you think?
Exactly.
But that's a proud moment for sure for our community. 1948, we've got a advertisement for Thanksgiving items at the Glasgow East Food Store in the East Main Shopping Center. So here's the sales items from 1978. If you were grocery shopping in 1978, you could go out there to this Glasgow East Food Store and buy Bounty towels. Get the jumbo roll, Sam, for 39 cents. You can wipe up a lot of gravy with that for sure. Fresh cabbage, 19 cents a pound. Pet topping. This has nothing to do with dogs or cats, but pet topping. 9-ounce container for 49 cents. You can put that pet topping on your favorite pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
1978 Glasgow East Food Store, East Main Shopping Center. Some good prices. All right, here we have 1988. I remember this. What a fabulous day that it was. It's in the news this day, but it goes back to November the 11th because 1988 Congressional Medal of Honor winner Richard Bush was the speaker for the Veterans Dinner. How about that? A very, very esteemed hero of our community, Congressional Medal of Honor winner Richard Bush, and they got him to speak for the Veterans Dinner, and I'm sure that all ears and eyes were focused on Mr. Bush as he spoke at the Veterans Dinner in 1988, Sam.
That would be a very special occasion, and of course today we have a section of our Outer Loop highway that is named in his honor.
Yes, and rightfully so. Another excellent part of our history. That was 1988. So 1998, we've got some news. Actually, this was a bad story here from 1998. Fire destroyed the 2-story Kappa Alpha fraternity house at WKU. All 15 occupants escaped unharmed. That's one of those stories you just don't want to wake up and hear about. 15 students up at the fraternity house there in Bowling Green, the Kappa Alpha fraternity, 1998. And then 10 years ago, this was the day, speaking of fires, just 10 years ago that Comfort Inn in Cave City burned. Damage estimated in excess of $2 million. Ouch. So those are, some things that we have to always remember to be on our toes about, that as the season changes, things get cooler. We try to crank up the heat. We need to make sure that we don't have things in the way that might cause a flame to occur. Part of common sense. And that's what I have in the way of archives today, Sam. Have you topped it all off pretty good?
Yes, that's all I see today, and some more exciting things tomorrow.
You've put that pet topping on it for today, haven't you?
That's right.
Just in case of kind of a nice little way to wrap it up right there. A couple of fires, some good Thanksgiving savings, and a real, I'm sure that trial over in Metcalfe County got everybody's attention back in 1918. And as you said, we've got more interesting things to share tomorrow if you'll just come on back and enjoy it. Thank you, Sam. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Sam Terry joining us as the color commentator, the adder of color to things on the archives. And we appreciate Sam joining us, and we appreciate the sponsorship of Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services and brought to you by Amedisys Home Health.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Check out the deals at Gillyhide Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big during the Black Friday sales event. Now save up to $7,500 off the new 2018 Ram 2500. Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can own a brand new third row seat 2018 Dodge Journey for just $20,585. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. The vision of the Bell family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Colder for us here today, then a little milder as we head through our Thanksgiving holiday. Clouds here this morning, but they'll break up and give way to some sunshine as we head through the afternoon. High temperatures today only in the low to mid 40s. That's 10 plus degrees below average. Clear skies cold tonight. Temperatures drop down into the mid 20s. Sunshine tomorrow, not as cool, low 50s. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny skies in mid 50s. Cloudy in mid 50s Friday. Showers for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Quiet on the constant coverage and studio radar screen this morning. We did get 1/100th of an inch of rain in the bucket from yesterday. Humidity is at 92%. Winds out of the northwest at 7 miles an hour, and 3016 is the pressure. We have been glued to 39 degrees for at least about 3 hours here this morning, so we're not moving in either direction, but we're just going to enjoy the pleasantries of the day. This weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
Are you rolling into the holidays with the same worries and concerns about your loved ones that you had at the beginning of 2018? No need to end the year that way. This is Elizabeth Downing, and I ask you to consider letting Time Savers assist with whatever kind of care you need. Preventive care to help make sure you don't land in the hospital. Recuperative care to help you bounce back from illness, injury, or joint replacement. Full hands-on care. Respite care, dementia care. At Time Savers, we're good at all of these. Don't know what you need? Let us help you figure out the puzzle. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com and let us make the end of 2018 the best it can be for you and your family. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We're here to listen, to understand, and to help.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics.
Jumping here in Taylor today, we're patting on the back by a special request, Stephen and Stephanie Keys. Stephen and Stephanie Keys are having a wedding anniversary, and they were requested to be good as gold. The nomination form here, I'll put it underneath 2 or 3 other papers. I'll get it in a second. But they were requested to be good as gold, and we need to take care of that. So if you happen to see Stephen and Stephanie Keys around town today, wish them a happy anniversary and let them know they are good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas. 39 degrees right now, 6:53 on WCLU. Thinking cap fitting. We're going to do trivia straight ahead.
What's better than a hand cut? Understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Quality Eden Pure heater. Keep your home warm with the efficiency of the Eden Pure. It comes in the low-profile version or the tower version with the new and improved copper XH hybrid heat technology. Available in walnut and in maple, and available in the low-profile and the tower size. Come to Glasgow Building Supply. You will see how inexpensive heating your home can be. That's Glasgow Building Supply on 31E Bypass in Glasgow. Some interesting things coming up tonight. A former Glasgow resident, author Carrie Dilley, is going to be discussing Seminole culture and agriculture tonight at the Marywood Weldon Library, 6 o'clock. Carrie is an architectural historian and visitor services and development manager at the Atatikai Seminole Indian Museum in Florida. But she's a Glasgow native, and she's speaking at the library tonight. And we're all poised for the 10th annual Free Thanksgiving Day Feast from 11 till 4 Thursday at the Liberty District Ralph Bunch Center. If you'd like delivery, you can order on Wednesday by calling 629-3871 or 834-8537. Just want to make you aware of that one.
Save for holiday shopping throughout the year with Citizens First Christmas Club. Deposit money as often as you wish. You choose how much and when. You can even set up an automatic transfer from your Citizens First checking account. Interest accrues daily on your collected balance, is paid monthly, and the amount in the Christmas Club transfers to your Citizens First checking account early October. It's the perfect way to save for the holiday gift buying season. Stop by a branch today to open your Citizens First Christmas Club account.
Transfer continues until canceled. One withdrawal per Christmas Club year. Additional withdrawals $15 each. Interest is forfeited on funds withdrawn early. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Susan Simmons with Trendy Me Boutique, inviting you to come out to my Black Friday sale this Friday from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and get 50% off store-wide. See you this Friday at Trendy Me Boutique, 5 a.m.
Let Phillips Family IGA in Highsville help set your table this Thanksgiving with our Gobble Till You Wobble sales event now through November the 25th. Grade A frozen IGA turkeys just 79 cents a pound, limit 2. Grade A honeysuckle frozen turkey breasts only $1.39 a pound. Lifty Farms country hams $1.99 a pound. Whole or half Field Kentucky Legend hams $2.99 a pound. Whole or half Best Choice spiral sliced hams just $1.79 a pound. Or Mississippi sweet potatoes just 29 cents a pound. IGA canned vegetables 3 for $1. 8-ounce IGA cream cheese, just 99 cents. 8-ounce Kraft Cool Whip, 99 cents. 4-pound bag of IGA sugar, just $1.69. And 2-liter bottle Coke products, 5 for $5. See our full sales ad online at phillipsiga.com and join us on Facebook. I'm store manager Trevor Phillips from the entire Phillips IGA family. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family meal traditions. From our family to yours, may you have a blessed, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving. Phillips Family IGA on Main Street in Hiceville.
Thank you, Trevor, and certainly lots of Thanksgiving shopping going on there at Phillips IGA, getting good stuff to put on the table. We're going to ask a question. Somebody's going to win when we have a drawing on Friday from Phillips IGA, and we always look forward to that. Here we go with today's trivia question. According to Navy tradition, who's the person in charge of shining the ship's bell? Okay, this is Navy tradition. Who shines a ship's bell? 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Can you talk about the Navy tradition right here? I know we got some excellent Navy veterans here in our community. Who is it in charge of shining the ship's bell? Hello, trivia.
The ensign.
No, it's not right. Trivia.
The cook.
That's it. Who is this speaking?
It's Benny Lyle.
Benny, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, Henry. Good morning.
All right. Well, good morning to you, sir. So, what do you know about the cook cleaning the bell?
I know that I had to take a little research because I just wouldn't have known that off the top of my head. You wouldn't think that, would you?
Well, I mean, you need to know these things off the top of your head because, I mean, you think about it, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of interesting reading about these Navy traditions, and I don't know. I feel pretty good about a cook being so clean that he can shine the bell or she can shine the bell.
That's right. They want it to look good, obviously.
Yeah. Now here's the extra, not hush puppy, but here's just an extra pleasant trip to Phillips IGA. Who's in charge of the ship's whistle? Do you know who that is?
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't know.
It's the bugler.
I bet
the bugler. Yeah, that's right.
I bet Trevor would have known that.
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
But it is true. Hey, you got the big ships. It takes a lot to keep them going. So you got to make these decisions. Going in, the whistle's going to be in the charge of the bugler, and the bell is going to be shined by the cook. Just in case you were curious to know about that.
That's right. There's a job for everybody.
That's right. There is, and you better do it too. Yeah. We've got a basket over here. We're going to be drawing out to win from Phillips IGA on Friday. So, Betty, we're going to put your name in the basket. And a happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. And I know y'all got a big one planned.
Hey, same to you all. My wife would certainly appreciate winning that draw.
Well, we're gonna be pulling for you, Benny. Okay.
That would be my part of the Thanksgiving festival.
All right. Your smarts got it done, huh? Have a good day.
Thanks,
see you, Benny. Benny Lyle. That's right. According to Navy tradition, it's the cook who shines the bell. We come up with something interesting tomorrow. You join us, I hope. And thanks to the good folks at Phillips IGA.
CBS News Update. Fast action at a hospital in Chicago where a gunman opened fire in the parking lot, then continued a deadly rampage inside.
There were patients in the waiting room, so we got them all in the back room first, made sure they were all safe first, and then all of us workers, we all went in the back room, locked the doors, barricaded them.
A total of 4 people were killed at Mercy Medical Center, including the shooter, who may have been out for revenge. CBS's Laura Podesta.
Police say the shooter and his ex-fiancée, Dr. Tamara O'Neill, were arguing in the parking lot when he shot and killed her. Officer Samuel Jimenez, a 28-year-old father of 3, was fatally struck. An ambulance carried his body in a procession through the streets of Chicago as police cars flashed their lights.
The other victim, a pharmacy resident. The gunman was killed as well. Unclear whether he was shot by police or turned the gun on himself. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Now at Wendy's, any size fry, just $1. Any fry, $1 at Wendy's.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Riding on your tires. BG Tire has been keeping families safe on the road for over 4 generations. Our full-service automotive center offers a convenient and comfortable experience. We offer alignments, tire and oil changes, and emergency roadside assistance. BG Tire is a one-stop shop that saves you time and keeps your vehicle reliable. Visit the family you know and trust at BG Tire, 1046 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. The Glasgow Police Department responded to Cedar Street in reference to a male subject at a residence there who had been shot in the leg. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the victim on the scene and discovered that he had been shot in the leg with a 12-gauge shotgun. The perpetrator was also on the scene upon officers' arrival and was taken into custody for questioning in reference to the incident. At this time, the investigation is still ongoing, but after speaking with all parties involved, it is currently considered as an accidental discharge of a firearm that took place during a disagreement of 2 friends. The victim in the incident was treated on the scene by Barron Metcalf EMS and the Glasgow Fire Department before being flown out by Air Methods for further medical treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. The Glasgow Police Department will send additional updates as information develops in this case. Joseph Paul Hester, age 50, of Oakland, was arrested Sunday morning on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and public intoxication of a controlled substance, as well as Tanya Stinson, age 44, of Munfordville, on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first offense methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and public intoxication of a controlled substance. Officer Wesley Hicks of the Glasgow Police Department made the arrest after being dispatched to the Houch and Southgate Plaza in reference to a white truck with a flat tire attempting to drive. Officer Hicks observed both the driver and the passenger to have slurred speech and had difficulty keeping their eyes open due to there being cardboard on the passenger side window. Officer Hicks asked for the passenger to open the door, in which she did. Officer Hicks observed a bag with a syringe sitting on Stinson's lap. Officer Hicks removed the bag and discovered 5 syringes inside one with a clear substance suspected to be methamphetamine, a bag containing marijuana, a set of scales, a lighter, 4 marijuana cigarettes, and a pair of pliers. Officer Hicks was assisted by Officer Michael Bergen. Both Hester and Stinson were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. On Wednesday, November the 14th, Post 15 was notified of a prisoner who had escaped while being transported to an Adair County proceeding. Units from the KSP and Columbia Police Department responded to assist the Adair County Sheriff's Department in locating 25-year-old William Loy of Columbia, but were unsuccessful. On Sunday, November 18th, Trooper Clint Bell received information that the escapee was possibly armed and staying at a residence on Spring Street in Columbia. Trooper Bell, along with several other units, responded to the other residents and attempted to call Loy out on the PA. The homeowner gave consent to search, resulting in Loy being located hiding behind several mattresses. Loy was arrested and charged with escape, second degree, and resisting arrest. Loy was also lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission has approved a joint venture between Churchill Downs and Keeneland at a proposed $150 million racetrack near the Kentucky-Tennessee border. The commission on Friday approved the racetrack license on an 11-3 vote project will be located in Oak Grove, which will include a gambling parlor with up to 1,500 historical horse racing machines. According to a news release, the joint venture will create nearly 400 full and part-time jobs as well as 800 temporary construction jobs. Churchill Downs will own 95% of the venture, and Keeneland will own 5%. More local news when we continue on WCLU.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Back here on WCLU's Live and Local Morning Edition, I'm joined with Brandon Judd, Board of Directors member with the Berrien County YMCA, and we're talking about a week from today is Giving Tuesday, a global event. But more importantly, we want to stress here on your Live and Local Morning Edition what's going on locally with the Berrien County YMCA. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Wes. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to have you in here today because giving is what this sort of time of year is all about, and folks find many different ways to do so. And I think you all have found quite a unique way to do so with your Giving Tuesday promotion. We're looking forward. We're actually going to be doing our entire morning show out there a week from today, and that's going to be fun because I've been itching to get out of this building for a while. So I think that's going to be good. Brandon, so first up, let's talk about Giving Tuesday. You all have a goal that you would like to reach.
We do.
In order to do some things. I'm going to let you elaborate on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So throughout Giving Tuesday, our goal is to raise $60,000 to support the YMCA. And the reason that we look for donations from the community are to support many of the philanthropy activities that we do at the YMCA. So many people don't realize that over the 26 years that the YMCA has been in this community, we've donated nearly $900,000 in financial assistance to the community. So that financial assistance supports things like our scholarship fund that allows children to be able to participate in things like youth basketball, youth soccer programs, t-ball programs, swimming programs. We also have childcare, summer camps, holiday camps. So when kids are out for holidays like Thanksgiving, we always have a holiday camp so that they don't have to find sitters.
And I think it's important to realize, you know, Yeah, there's other places to work out. The YMCA though that's just a small part of it. Nobody gets turned down.
That's the plan. That's correct. Yeah. So we don't want to turn anyone away. So we want to be able to continue the scholarship fund, and having donations like this are what allow us to do that.
I think it's great. You guys have a lot of different activities planned for that day. Music for one.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to have too many to mention, but several local musicians are going to be setting up the day of the event and doing, one or two songs, maybe three, small venue type setup, but providing the entertainment throughout the day for sure.
Food vendor as well.
That's right. Yes, we're going to have C&D concessions will be set up at the YMCA from 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. They'll be donating a portion of their proceeds that day, so come out and plan to have lunch with us and listen to a musician or two while you're there.
I think another thing that would be interesting, it's always a good fundraiser no matter what organization it is, a 50-50 drawing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
You know that by participating, there's going to be a lot of good for it, but it's also kind of fun to know if you're going to win or not.
For sure. You can come out that day and purchase a ticket to be entered in a 50-50 drawing that will draw towards the end of the day. The event, of course, is running now until then, but the big push will be from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. on the 27th. Mm-hmm. 6 p.m. is kind of when we'll end the festivities, but
we want to stay on an average of $5,000 an hour.
That's right.
That works.
Yeah.
A lot of lives are touched by the Barron County Family YMCA, in more ways than one. It is a Christian organization. It's a community organization. It's a place where kids can come and maybe get away from some things that they shouldn't be around. And I also think it's a place where people, like the Silver Sneakers program, you just can't beat that. And people love that.
They do. We have several members that participate in Silver Sneakers. I wouldn't be able to tell you the exact number, but Terry Reed has done a phenomenal job, and the other staff at the YMCA with that program and bringing the Silver Sneakers participants in. They really enjoy that program. It's good to get them out of the house and keeping them motivated.
So how I know you guys have the hashtag Giving Tuesday. How do you actually give?
Well, there are multiple ways that you can do that. So the easiest way is to text YGIVE to 91999.
Is that WHY or Y?
Just a Y, yeah.
Y.
Yeah,
give.
That's correct. And then you'll get a link. So it will text you back a link, and then you can make a donation directly from your phone using a credit, debit, or PayPal. But then you can also visit the YMCA's Facebook page for a link, as well as the Barron County Family YMCA.org Facebook or website as well.
And I think one other thing to realize too, that we're not done after next Tuesday. The following Tuesdays, pretty much through the rest of the year, there's going to be more opportunities to give back, and I'm going to let you talk about that as well.
For sure, yeah. So beginning next Tuesday on the 27th through mid-December, we're going to be hosting what we'll call Give Back Tuesdays. So this is an opportunity for members of the community to visit the YMCA, take advantage of our classes and the different offerings that we have for free, experience the YMCA, and hopefully decide that this is a place they want to join and come more often.
A lot of this is about scholarships, too. Talk about what those scholarships do for somebody who maybe doesn't have mom and dad who work.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just the scholarships really are a good thing, and I think sometimes people misunderstand the concept of that as it relates to your organization.
Yeah, so the scholarships, like I said, allow participants children, even families, to be members of the YMCA that otherwise might not be able to afford it. So that's to participate in all activities. So our land and water classes that we offer for the adults, but also for the children, it's their opportunity to participate in those child care camps, summer camps, holiday camps, our youth sports, basketball, soccer, t-ball. We also have a swim team and a swim club. All of those things people that otherwise maybe wouldn't be able to participate in, this allows them to participate.
It's only indoor pool.
That's right.
in this area.
That's right.
So-
Yeah, I forget how many miles. I feel like maybe it's around 100 miles.
Yeah.
This is the closest indoor pool within 100 miles that's of that size, right? That's an Olympic size pool.
There's a big need in the community for lots of things, and you all fill the void for so many of them, Brandon. And I know you're proud to be a part of the Barron County Family YMCA. So looking forward to Giving Tuesday. Anything else you want to add before we take a break?
I think we've covered it all. Be sure and stop by. Like I said, remember that lunch will be there from C&D Concessions from 11 to 1:30. So be sure and come by and grab some lunch with us.
Excellent. Giving Tuesday, a week from today, we'll be there. You'll know all about it. Our live and local morning show will be there as well. So check it out. It's going to be a great time. So enjoy your Thanksgiving. But remember in the back of your mind, come next week, it's time to give back and do something wonderful for your neighbors. Brandon Judd with the Barron County Family YMCA. Up next, we've got news from around the Commonwealth. It's K&N News.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. 2 Kentucky House members are proposing a bill that would raise the number of doctors eligible to diagnose black lung in coal miners. Cases of the disease have reached a modern-day high in eastern Kentucky. Democrat Angie Hatton and Republican Robert Goforth are attempting to undo changes approved by lawmakers earlier this year. A federal judge will decide the fate of the state's abortion law. The trial between Governor Bevin's administration and Kentucky's only abortion clinic wrapped up Monday. The suit challenges a law aimed at a common second trimester procedure to end pregnancies. Officials in Kentucky's largest school district say they will seek more funding for mental health in school. Jefferson County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio added the district may receive help from a federal funding opportunity.
For this budget cycle, we're going to have to look at the way we spend our dollars and repurpose that funding. It's going to be some tough decisions.
The announcement was made Monday at the last meeting of the School Safety Working Group. It's part of the district's plan to create a culture that sees teachers, staff, and security build relationships with at-risk students. The French government has awarded its highest honor to a 100-year-old Kentuckian who fought in World War II.
Retired Lieutenant Colonel William Pollard was awarded the French Legion of Honor during a ceremony at the Kentucky Capitol. The Consul General of France pinned the medal on Pollard, calling him a true French hero. Pollard was 25 in 1944 when he landed on Omaha Beach as part of the Allied invasion of German-occupied France. He rescued 14 soldiers from a concrete caisson that was hit by enemy fire. I'm Paul Miles.
I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barron River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barron River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barron River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
A bountiful harvest is proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmers Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're going to love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
TJ's
Glasgow. 651-6413.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
Colder for us here today, then a little milder as we head through our Thanksgiving holiday. Clouds here this morning, but they'll break up and give way to some sunshine as we head through the afternoon. High temperatures today only in the low to mid 40s. That's 10 plus degrees below average. Clear skies cold tonight. Temperatures drop down into the mid 20s. Sunshine tomorrow, not as cool, low 50s. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny skies in mid 50s. Cloudy in mid 50s Friday. Showers for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Let's see here. I'm just taking down birthdays and anniversaries, but I got to stop and tell you about the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen. Looks pretty clear in our neighborhood. Off to the east. Along the Blue Ridge of West Virginia, you can see some shower activity over there. Not going to be any big problem, though. No rainfall. Well, actually, we had 1/100th the last 24 hours, 92% humidity. Northwest winds at 7 miles an hour. Pressure's at 30.16, and we're 39 degrees this morning at WCLU.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't forget, today we are patting on the back by special request Stephen and Stephanie Keys. It's Stephen and Stephanie Keys Day here on the radio. Now, we have a nomination form here. You know, folks do that a lot. We have opportunity for you to nominate folks who need a pat on the back, and these folks were nominated because it is their anniversary. So congratulations to Stephen and Stephanie Keys. And while we're talking about anniversaries, why don't I just go ahead and shift gears here and get into the birthdays, because we've got birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by the folks at Ralphie's Fun Center, who are going to make sure that fun is at the top of everyone's list as we take some time to enjoy ourselves over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. So get ready to enjoy it and spend at least a part of it with the folks at Ralphie's Fun Center. We were talking about anniversaries. We told you about Stephanie and Stephen Keys, but we are going to tell you about the Terrys. This is Dennis and Violet Terry. Dennis and Violet Terry, number 47 today. Congratulations. Birthdays for Carolyn Deckard. We have the 23rd birthday today of Taylor Moorhead. The 10th birthday of Charlie Jackson. William Drew McEwen has a birthday today. Jenny Basham is celebrating. It is also the birthday of a couple of cousins born on the same day. How about that? Braden Houchins is 12. Shyla Houchins is 12 today. It's Chris Combs celebrating. Dr. John Rigney with a birthday. Julia Curd. Albert Dilley. Rochelle Larimore. Steve Avery. Candace Steen. Jenny Turner. All on our list of esteemed, yes, that's right, esteemed honorees. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Online, we're here at WCLUradio.com. We are taking names and putting them on the list. Somebody's going to win a birthday cake from Dairy Queen today out of this list, and a beautiful rose from Greer's Florist. So chime in, won't you?
The deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big during the Black Friday sales event. Now save up to $7,500 off the new 2018 Ram 2500, or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can own a brand new third row seat 2018 Dodge Journey for just $20,585. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
39 degrees, WCLU. Let me again remind you that Jenny Basham is having a birthday today. I want to make sure you know that Miss Jenny is having a big birthday today. Glasgow City Hall closed Thursday and Friday in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. Now, here we go, getting the garbage and the recycling on the right day. Thursday's garbage and recycling going to be picked up on Monday, November the 26th. Friday's garbage and recycling will be picked up on Tuesday the 27th. The landfill closed Thursday, will reopen Friday morning, but only from 8 until 11:30. Going to have a short schedule out at the landfill on Friday morning. The landfill will be closed on Saturday, and the Southgate Plaza recycling drop-off will be closed on Saturday as well. And there's no city bus service this Thursday. Friday. Just want to make sure that you know about those closings, because we got to be, certainly in honor of our hardworking employees around here, you got to give them that time with their loved ones, and kind of need to know what is and what isn't. Barron County Sheriff's Office closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday, but they'll reopen on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And the Mary Wood Weldon Library is closed Thursday and Friday for the Thanksgiving holiday. Just kind of want to get you up to date there, if at all possible.
Another birthday for you.
Okay, let me get my ink pen over here, sir, and we'll see. That was a great interview, by the way, with you and Mr. Judd about what's coming up at the Y. That's going to be very exciting.
Nice man.
Yes, sir.
Nice man. Sharon Kaufman, Kaufman, Sharon Kaufman.
Okay.
You want to take this phone call, too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You want me to get it?
I got it.
Okay, all right.
They left.
They did. Well, I'm sorry about that. They can come back.
It's all good.
All right, so I got Sharon Kaufman on the list, and I'll make sure that we know about her. And let's see here. We're at 7:30 on the button. Drive with caution. We got Wes will join me for some tidbit news here in a couple of minutes on WC.
I got music history, too, if you want to do that.
Okay, and music history, too. We'll be working on that. So we got a lot to take care of. We better just get on with it, all right?
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next, because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Rare bourbons, plus a wide selection of wines, and over 400 domestic and craft beers. Barron River Beverages is located off exit 14 of the Cumberland Parkway, offering weekly wine and bourbon tastings and a large selection of holiday gift-giving ideas. 1668 Burkesville Road in Glasgow.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find a complete listing of property available affordable from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow. That's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
Thank you, Ern. Now, isn't Ern's show tonight, Wes?
It is tonight.
6 o'clock?
6 on the dot.
So you got a topic?
I don't know if there's a theme or not. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me until the show starts.
Okay.
So,
thought maybe it was a Thanksgiving theme or something. The turkeys of rock and roll.
I don't know. I'll say this. I'm thankful for people like Ernie who can enlighten me on music, just like you have all my life.
Yeah, well, you know.
I enjoy the educational part of it. I think that's probably the best part of it is that, there's a lot about music I don't know, but one thing I do know is I love getting introduced to new music.
You got to enjoy it.
So that's Earned Dog. And apologize to the viewing audience out there. I have 5 keyboards in this 5x8 room here.
Yeah.
And sometimes I type on the wrong one, and sometimes if I type on that wrong one, it makes a lot of crazy things go on the screen.
Yeah, and you killed the sound for a second a minute
I'm
ago.
sorry, Miss Sherfy. You know what? I did the same thing yesterday, but I tell you what, I'm glad she called because if not, I might not notice it. I might be on keyboard number 3 instead of keyboard number 1.
This is an intensive operation down here. We need all the help we can get.
Well, we're just happy to be here and talking with all the fine folks, and we appreciate the fine folks who call us out when we need to be.
Let's do some tidbit news. You want to?
Yes, sir.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
This is where we look for things that won't be the headlines, but are no less news. Like this story that I found on the Newswire this morning. This is out of Japan. I want you to follow along with this, okay?
Okay.
There's a Japanese minister who's in charge of cybersecurity there in Japan. You know, the Japanese have certainly been involved in the development of the digital age. But this Japanese minister in charge of cybersecurity has provoked astonishment by admitting he has never used a computer in his professional life.
Wow.
And he appears to be confused by the concept of a USB drive. Okay, his name is Yoshitaka Sakurada.
Mm-hmm.
He's 68.
You did good on that, by the way.
That's right, thank you. I have to go slow. Yoshitaka Sakurada, who is 68, is the deputy chief of the government's cybersecurity strategy office and also the minister in charge of the Olympic and Paralympic Games that Tokyo are going to host in 2020.
And that is going to be probably one of the most amazing things that the human population has ever put on.
For sure.
I've been looking forward to that for so long because of other stuff. But I digress.
But this is the guy in charge. And in Parliament on Wednesday of last week, he admitted he does not use computers. Quote, since the age of 25, I have instructed my employees and secretaries, so I don't use computers myself, he said in response to an opposition question in a lower house session. He also appeared confused by the question when asked about whether USB drives were in use at Japan nuclear facilities. His comments were met with incredulity. I can't say it.
Well, you got Sakurata right.
Yeah, I've been working on Japanese words here, so incredulity by opposing lawmakers. It's unbelievable that somebody who has not touched computers is responsible for cybersecurity policies, said an opposition lawmaker whose name is Masato Imeya, and his comments provoked a firestorm online. Doesn't he feel ashamed? Wrote one person on Twitter. Today, any company president uses a PC. He doesn't even know what a USB is. Holy cow! There's a good Japanese term for you. Holy cow.
He has people that do that for him.
That's right. Another joke that perhaps Sakurada was simply engaged in his own kind of cybersecurity. Quote, if a hacker targets the minister Sakurada, they wouldn't be able to steal any information because he doesn't use a computer. Isn't that the strongest kind of security?
That's right. Don't need LifeLock for that.
That's right. So that's the thing. Here's a little bit. Hey, here's the top cybersecurity man who doesn't use a computer. I think that's probably going to meet with some more
That's
issues
as odd as it comes.
Yeah, that's right. And then this story, and this one is politically, people have opinions on this. I'm bringing it up just because this is a bit of a case study. Some folks are pro-vaccination. Some folks are anti-vaccination. This story is out of Asheville, North Carolina. Chicken pox has taken hold of a school in North Carolina where many families claim religious exemption from vaccines. Are you ready for this? Cases of chicken pox have been multiplying at the Asheville Waldorf School. It's a Japanese thing. I can't even say English words. The Asheville Waldorf School, which serves children from nursery school to the 6th grade in Asheville, North Carolina. Now, about a dozen infections grew to 28 by the beginning of this month, but this past Friday there were 36 at the Asheville Waldorf School who had chicken pox, according to the Asheville Citizen-Times. The outbreak ranks as the state's worst since the chicken pox vaccine became available more than 20 years ago.
I was going to say, you don't hear a lot about it.
Since then, the 2-dose course has succeeded in limiting the highly contagious disease, and shows how a seemingly fringe view can gain currency in a place like Asheville, North Carolina. Now, this is the way they describe Asheville, North Carolina. This is actually a story in the New York Times. This is how they describe Asheville, North Carolina. A funky year-round resort town nestled between Blue Ridge and the Smoky Mountains.
I don't know that it'd call it funky.
Does that sound like Asheville to you?
I wouldn't call it funky.
It's a neat town.
But, you know.
That's right.
Funky is an old word.
It is between the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Smoky Mountains. So that part of it's right. Anyway, the school follows immunization requirements put in place by the State Board of Education, but also recognizes that a parent's decision to immunize their children happens before they enter school, according to a statement on the Blue Ridge Public Radio. Jennifer Mullendore, medical director of Buncombe County, North Carolina, was unambiguous. Quote, "We want to be clear. Vaccination is the best protection from the chicken pox."
Hank's in here.
Period.
I believe he's used a USB drive before.
Yeah, I believe
he's
he has.
already got the mouse.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's he doesn't need
he's
he
checking
can,
the AP wire.
He can outdo the minister there in Japan.
And it wouldn't surprise me.
And that's what we have, Wes, is tidbit news for today.
All right.
Good morning, friends. At 1 Kings chapter 19, the prophet Elijah complains to God in his despair that he feels as if he is the only one left who is trying to serve the Lord. I suppose he feels this way in a moment of loneliness as he is hiding from Jezebel and doing nothing. Most people will at times have moments when they feel alone and possibly threatened by the circumstances of their life. Perhaps today you may feel alone and empty inside. A feeling of not being adequate to the task, or maybe a lack of purpose to your life, may stir within your heart. My friend, let's all strive together so that we don't allow bad days, bad people, or bad circumstances to rob us of living with purpose and contentment. Here are a few suggestions that might help each one of us. Number one, have something to do and do it. Read often from God's Word as well as other good books. Get your mind off yourself and yourself off your mind. Have a purpose for living and pursue it. No one is as old and lonely as he who has lost his enthusiasm. Work so that others will desire your presence. The best way to do this is find someone hanging on to the fringes of life and fill them with loving action. Learn to like yourself enough so that you can be happy when alone. Someone once said that a person is lonely because they are empty inside. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a...
It's a pretty day here in South Central Kentucky, and we're going to take a trip up the street. We've got Bobby Lee Hurt, the proprietor of Hurt Auto Sales, located up the street here at, 621 West Main Street?
That's correct, Henry. 621 West Main.
Because I want people who have heard of Hurt Auto Sales for years, but they've never necessarily come to your locale, and I want them to type it into their MapQuest or their Siri or their Alexa or whatever, however they're going to figure out how to get there, so they get there to the right place.
Maybe just an old-time memory.
That's right. Maybe just look for a place full of beautiful cars, and you've come to the right place. Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main. Bobby Lee Hurt with us live today. And, Bobby, I know that this is we talk about this every year, about the over the river and through the woods to Grandma's house, things that happen this time of year. Are you ready? Is the wheels that you have ready to take you where you need to go? Well, if not, Bobby Lee is the guy that you should have this discussion with, sir.
That's correct, Henry. We just got in. If you want to go down style, a 2017 Audi.
Okay.
A4. It's a series of it. It's the four-door sedan, loaded, got navigation, sunroof, got backup camera. Anyway, anything you want on it for $21,900.
Now, I can't recall you having many Audis that we talk about on this show. Either they don't stay long enough to make it to the commercial, or they're probably pretty hard to find, and you've done a good job of getting one at a great price.
They are hard to find, and this one looks like a brand new one, Henry.
Okay.
Sure does.
So it's what year again is it?
It's a 2017.
Okay, all right. Sure. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Traded yesterday for an 07 GMC Yukon XL.
Okay.
White with tan leather, local trade, and we've got it priced to sell for just $7,900.
See, that's unbelievable to me. As much vehicle as that is, and it sounds to me like it's a pretty vehicle too. White with tan leather, $7,900. I wouldn't, if I had any interest in that, I'd get on it right now.
That's right. It is a bargain, Henry. That's for sure. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, also, got an 06 Chevy Equinox.
Okay.
Leather upholstery, front-wheel drive, a good-looking ride for just $3,900.
You know, you have, I will say this, the opposite of the Audi. We've talked a lot about Equinoxes on this program, and you believe in Equinoxes, and you've seen many a satisfied customer come through up there and save a lot of money on an Equinox.
Yeah, that's right. We sell a lot of Equinoxes. They usually don't last long, Henry.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And at $3,900, it might not make it to lunch.
We hope not. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
I hope it doesn't make it to the mid-morning snack.
That's right. To the coffee break.
That's right. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money, and speaking over the river and through the woods, I traded for a '91 Chevy truck, single cab, $1,500, and we've got it priced to sell. It's not the prettiest truck in the woodshed, but it's only $750.
Okay, now we're talking about 3 zeros, not 4, right?
That's correct.
$750. Tell me about this truck again.
The '91 Chevy, long bed, $1,500. Okay? And it's black. Believe it or not, it hadn't got any rust on it. Most of those do. You know, that's your model.
Yeah.
But it's a sharp look. I mean, you know, it's just a truck.
Yeah.
You know, but if you want a truck to haul wood or to just use for extra chores and don't want to spend a lot of money, this is the truck. Okay.
Well, how many times do you sell a truck for the amount of money less than what the model is? It's a $1,500 truck that you can get it for half the model price.
That's correct. Exactly.
At Hurt Auto Sales.
Specials. We got the specials going today. Isn't it?
That's right. So, I mean, you know, it's the festive time. Folks need vehicles. People have a lot to do, so you need to do some things to get people's attention. And I think you've gotten some folks' attention today, Bobby Lee. You're going to be up there. I pretty much reckon you're going to be up there all day to...
I'll be here until 5 o'clock.
Until meet to the shopper's demands for these vehicles.
Right.
All right.
I'll stay longer if I need to be. You know. Okay.
All right. Yes, people will certainly. If there's one of the many things people can agree, you are an accommodating businessman for the folks who do business with you. That's what keeps you open, you know.
I do my best, that's for sure, Henry.
621 West Main Street. It's Hurt Auto Sales, and they subscribe to the model and the motto.
No pain when you trade with Hurt.
Have a good one, sir. We'll talk to you, okay?
Sounds good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you, Bobby Lee. We'll be catching up. All right, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been in business for 53 years. You've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them. And that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parish Carpet on Reynolds Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Coming to the Christmas Open House Friday and Saturday at Serenity Salon. It's